Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rockin' the Country. Farm Daddy is at it again. He found another one that I'd never heard of, and I don't even know the deal behind these folks, but they just made their Opry debut last month as of the timing of this recording, and it's the French Family Band. 1945 is the name of the song, so this just has to be something about World War II. I mean, why else would you have that? And that's the whole dealio. So let's just get into it. Farm Daddy, thank you for the gift for this too. Farm Daddy made a gift to the channel for me to get this thing done. And so I got her done. Here we go.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, we're just honored to be here tonight, and I want to tell you a story now. It might take a little while, but the story's true. When I was just a kid growing up back in Tasmania, where the Tasmanian devil comes from. It's real, folks, I tell you. I found an old program that was, it said Nashville, Tennessee on it. That's just about all I remember of it, but I remember asking my father, I said, "What's this, Dad?" And he proceeded to tell me in 1945, he was just a kid on the farm, and he was tuning the old farm radio in, and he picked up the Grand Ole Opry, clear as crystal. Never had picked it up before or after.
Couldn't even get the local station, but picked up the Grand Ole Opry. So.
Yeah, he did. And they had a competition going for the furthest away listener, so he wrote in, and that's how he got that program. They sent him this signed program. This is 1945. And he found out later on whether, you know, he was told that was the day, or around the time they did the first nuclear tests, and it sent radio signals crazy, and he told me that's why he managed to pick it up. And 50 years later, I stood on the stage of the Ryman to watch a Merle Haggard concert, and I couldn't help but think, you know, how much my dad would have loved to have been there, because he just loved country music. And I rang him next day and told him I stood on that stage where he picked up the Grand Ole Opry all those years before, 50 years before it was.
Yeah, and so we ended up writing a song about it, and two of the songwriters that we wrote it with are here tonight, Sam Gay and Templeton Thompson, absolute legends.
Yeah.
That's a family there?
But yeah, and we wrote the last verse, and you'll hear it, but it was always fiction. We always dreamed that it would happen, and so tonight it's gonna come true.
Or he did. Accordion.
It was like a miracle that night in 45. You were tuning in your radio when the Opry came to life, through the static and the crackle. From halfway around the world, it came through as clear as crystal. The great speckled bird. Years had come and gone, almost to the day Dad rang you up to tell you that he'd been on that very stage in the mother church, where he could feel those timeless voices ring, and the circle was unbroken as Merle Haggard sang Silver Wings.
I think it's really touching that the son, the youngest one, is singing the song here. And I also just noticed I had hair like he did back in the day. I had longer hair actually back in the day, but I love the family thing going here.
Oh, you finally got to Nashville. I can feel you here tonight. Yes, you made it here to Nashville. As we sing, I saw the light.
Go, Dad.
Well, here I am, another generation down the line. I swear I feel my granddad looking down on me tonight. As I step out on that stage, the Opry comes alive. I know he's listening like he did in 1945. Well, you finally got to Nashville. I can feel you here tonight. Yes, you made it here to Nashville. As we sing, I saw the light.
I knew it. That's it.
Yeah, here we are in Nashville. I can feel you here with me. Yes, you made it here to Nashville.
It's
To
impressive.
the Grand Ole Opry.
Thank you.
Oh, they're giving him a standing ovation. I wonder how well these folks are known in the biz. Wow. That's like winning the Super Bowl right there, or any major tournament, put it that way, because once you've got that on your resume, it's always there. These folks got to the Opry, it's always there. Obviously well received too. I don't know how you make it from Tasmania to the Opry. And obviously my assumption initially, 1945, that it would be about the war was wrong. I mean, it was war related with the testing of the nukes in 45. They claim boosted the signal. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. What else would be the explanation for them being able to get a signal from all the way up here? But they'll always have it. They'll always have performed on the Opry stage. And it's actually so impressive to make it from that far away. But I don't know what they did or do performance-wise down under, down in Tasmania, where they're so well known up here to get an invitation to perform at the Opry, and not merely perform, but get a standing ovation at the Opry. So, and that was just last month. So kudos to them. I'm not going to rate that because I was half in honor of his grandfather, the younger gentleman's grandfather, and the older gentleman, his father's father. So just very pretty harmonies. I recognized right away. I saw the light when they started playing, and I'm like, wait a minute, what are they going to do with this here? Because that's way too recognizable. And it was, yeah, I guess they saw the light, and they made it all the way 50 years later to the stage of the Opry. So, Farm Daddy, thank you for that request, man. You're on it. I don't know, you are on it. There's got to be a bigger story to your life that you're not telling me about how you know all this stuff. And maybe not. Maybe you're just very attuned to it all. But I don't know. Something tells me you've been around in the biz or something. Maybe you're a songwriter yourself that you're waiting for the right time to tell us. Or maybe you're going to have your Opry debut at some point. But thank you, Farm Daddy, a.k.a. Robert. And that's it. Have a great day. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.